Okay, hello interlopers. Maybe show you a farming technique I've been working on to allow you to sort of like the dome stacking system, but let's see here. Do something in the 6 staples. I think it's one of these that I've been working on, or I need to work on. The 6 staples, anyway, I'll explain what I mean by that. It's here. What? No, I'm in the wrong place. Okay. Well, go to 6 staples. It's got 6 planets. 6 planets, one of each of the 6 staple food crops, or 6 staple crops anyway. They're sort of basic. I think the original 6 crops. There's 6 secondary crops that are kind of a grab bag, but the 6 staples, hot and cold, dry and lush, radioactive and toxic, that grow the 6 staple crops. And they also supply the mineral that you need to plant the 6 staples. It's easier if I have the thing in front of me. Oh, this is the cold planet out of the 6.
Extreme hazard planet.
So, wrong button. The 6 staple star system here. Scorched planet was selenium and phosphorus. To plant new selenium plants, you need phosphorus as a secondary element. You can collect it on the planet that you find it. You can plant selenium outdoors on this planet, and that pattern follows for each of the 6. Starbulb and paraffinium on a lush planets. Fungal mold and ammonia on toxic planets. Gamma root and uranium on radioactive planets. Cactus flesh and pyrite on desert dry planets. And frost crystal and dioxide on cold planets. That's the 6 planets. The other thing that these 6 have is the 3 gases. Two planets each have each of the 3 gases. Doesn't show up in the list here, but if we take a look at our gases, let's see. So sulfurine, nitrogen, and radon are the 3 staple gases. Sulfurine found on scorched, which is hot, and desert, which is dry planets. Nitrogen found on lush and toxic, and the radon found on radioactive and frozen. So with the gas and the mineral and the plant, you start to get each of the staples, if you find a staple plant on a planet, you can replant that plant outdoors on open ground. So this is the cold planet, for instance. You can plant the frostwort outdoors. I can plant one right here. So I've got dioxide. Plant a plant outdoors, anywhere you feel like, right? It'll grow same as if it was indoors in a planter. It's its native environment. So the staple planets, see here I've got a dioxide mine running with delivering it indoors here. And I've got a dome planted with dioxide, or with frost crystal. But I can do better than that. Notice here I got frostwort planted indoors. Actually, it's just that the ground is pushing through the floor. It thinks it's outdoors for planting purposes. And it grows normally here. Now, the trick I've been exploring, let's get rid of that landing pad. And put another dome out here. Now, I want a little hole in the ground, first of all. And it's probably more of a hole than I really want or need, but I want that hole to put a dome up. Like so. So it's slightly sunk into the ground. Let's see if how this works. And there's mostly ground creeping in over the most of the floor. Now if I put a door in, here I guess, and then I fill in this, I have to go to flatten, restore, fill that in. Now I just need a little power. And just wire it up to wire it up over here. Now this dome, normally you can plant 16 plants in a dome, right? And if you need like frostwork, you can put one in the doorway, one here. See, it highlights the target for you if you line it up right. I did that wrong. There's that gives you a hint of what I'm going to get to. Normally you can plant the 16 plants at these snap to places, right? And then the snap points go away once you've got a plant there. That's all you can plant. But you notice the little X for my cursor. Let's go in build mode. Yeah, there. I planted that. It wasn't on a snap point. If you watch the cursor, it turns into a dot. Any place there's a dot, you can put a plant. When it turns into a dot, you can put a plant. So you can plant a lot of plants inside the dome. And the trick is, the dome harvest machine thinks that these are all legitimately inside the dome for harvesting. So you can harvest them all with one click. It's like, well, I think you have to sort of glitch the domes together. If you stack the two domes, you can have 16 in each dome. Well, with this you can have a lot more than 16. You can have, 100 or so, maybe more. And you just have to, we got some plants here that I need to get out of the road. I didn't want to do that way, really. I wanted to use the mining beam, but so restore the ground to natural ground, right? And go back to the mining beam. Not that I need to mine anymore. Well, maybe I do. Is there any more plants or rocks in here? They get in the way, right? So go back to planting. Go stand in the doorway or something here, and go to build mode. Oh, gee. It's a small space. It's a bit cramped, but I like to try and get them planted as close together as I can, and this is about it. But yeah, the only thing I don't want to do is block my view of the harvester in the middle on the ceiling. When the plants are full grown, you want to see that, still want to see the harvester from the doorway to must attach to structure. The misleading message there, you don't have to attach them to a structure. They could be anywhere on the ground, as long as they're not too close to anything else, right? But you can put a lot of plants in. If you got, you know, ground covering the whole dome. And it's on top of the 16 snap tip points. And it'll harvest them all at once. Takes a little longer to prepare maybe, but you save a lot of time when it comes to harvest them. Particularly like frostwort. Well, frostwort isn't so bad because it grows quickly, but cactus takes 16 hours to grow. Takes a long time to grow, so you need extra sort of to make up for it. Now I'll show how these harvest one of my other domes that I've done this already, right? But you see, that's just the first row. You can put in another row then, right? Yeah, that you have to position sometimes. You can't put one there for some reason. Maybe something to do with this pipe or something, or there could be a snap to plant underground there. But you see, you can get, you can fill this dome up with these plants really if you have the patience for it. Hard to keep them all in nice straight rows and stuff sometimes, but unless you get really finicky with it. There's probably lots of people that would be better at this than me. But you see, I've already got, you know, more plants here outside the snap points than I have on the snap points. Come on, there's a dot there. Okay, that'll do. And you know, you don't have to actually access the plants to harvest them because of the harvest machine on the roof or on the ceiling. It'll find them all for you. And so yeah, you can plant more plants in one dome than you probably need to. None of them are full grown yet, so it won't harvest yet. But if we go visit one that I've already planted, one of my other staple planets, you can do that on any planet where you find them growing wild, right? But just the 6. The other 6 plants that you can grow, they don't plant outside at all. So it's only the 6 staples. So there was 6 staples cold here. Current location. 6 staples desert. The cactus takes 16 hours to grow, so it's even better to stack them up that way. Then you don't have to wait so long for them to, or you can harvest a lot more of them. You don't need to wait as many times for them to grow to get the same number harvested, or you don't have to plant as many. Well, harvesting is quicker, basically, is the whole idea for any of the 6. So I've got another mine here for the pyrite. Just a small one, but you can always expand it if you. Oh, these aren't growing yet either, and they're not planted actually either. So I need to do it on this one as well. So I'll try another one. So let's see. We'll go to the lush one and show you the solar bulbs or whatever they're called. I don't think I got the whole floor covered in dirt, but at least part of it is. Over here. So look at all these plants ready to harvest. And I don't even know how many there is. And I could put more in, but I didn't want to block my view from the doorway of the harvesting machine. So when we press harvest, just one click, boom. It's a loud noise even. They all harvest at once. And it told you how many I harvested. I didn't notice the number there, but I harvested all these all at once. 2,500 from one dome. So it's very economical for one thing. Yeah, you could do this almost at the beginning of the game. As soon as you get the dome, you can start planting the staples and harvesting lots of them. Well, you gotta still find the mineral as well, but so yeah, I got like 3 rows of them growing on top of the snap points. And it seems to be completely legitimate, other than the harvesting machine for some reason checks everything within a certain distance. It doesn't just check the 16 snap points, as people have figured out when they do the dome stacking type thing, where you glitch stack 2 domes close together vertically, and you can fill them both with plants and harvest them with just one harvest click. Same sort of idea, except much more economical. For one thing, you don't need extra domes. You just need to lower the dome into the ground a little bit, so you've got natural ground. I don't think it'll work either with terrain manipulator created ground. You have to have natural ground to plant these things. I think I've tried it with created ground, and it doesn't like that. Let's see if I can create some ground. I don't know. Oh, that was create. Okay, create. Well, here, just create a bit. Okay, so I'll try and plant some star bulb here. Oh, it will let you. You could just create the ground then in the dome and plant stuff. I'm not sure what happens if the ground reverts to normal. Might have a bunch of floating plants, but they'll probably still work. But these plants will not be inside the dome, so they won't be harvested unless they're, you know, close to the floor or outside or something, maybe. It's just something I've been playing with. It's, you know, it's sort of a glitch, I guess, but it's legitimate enough that it doesn't bother me. And then I have one on each planet, so I could get all 6 of my crops with, you know, fair bit of efficiency going on there. That's the cold. Let's see. Does it tell you? Yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours. 1 hour for cold. Don't care about those. 16 hours for the solar vine. That's another one that's a nuisance then. And 16 hours for the cactus. The rest are 4 hours or, yeah, some of them are weird times. $2 hours, 8 hours. 80 minutes. That's the weird time one. Hour and 20 minutes for the albumin pearl. You can't plant them in dirt though. You have to have either a planter or a dome. So 1, 4, or 16 at a time that you can harvest. Without this this trick. So let's see. Cold there. Desert here. Do the toxic one or something, I guess. Let's see what it's like. Oh, the damn game is locked up on me. Six planets are too many for PS4 to load and reload. So yeah, basically any of the 6 staples, you can use that trick on their home planet. The 6 alternate plants, you need a planter for. You can't plant them in the dirt, even though it does say on the Nip, it claims that you can plant them in dirt, but you can't. Or I haven't found out a way anyway. There's in the description it says that it'll plant in what is it, lush or toxic or something environments, but doesn't work. You need a planter for Nip as well. So I think I'll just close this stream off and start another since it's locked up. Basically a graphics glitch, because when I reload I will be on my destination planet, but yeah, I can't access it. Okay, so let's close this stream and you can watch it on another.